Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, we had a comment asking us to do more budget decks, and we decided to do just that for you. And since Strixhaven is just around the corner, you probably have all kinds of cards already for Standard, we decided to, once again, focus on Historic. And what do we have for you today? We have a budget mono red deck. It's kind of an aggro deck. Well, it's very much an aggro deck, but it's got some combo in it too. So let me show you what cards are in the deck, and then kind of tell you what we're doing with it, and we'll get into some gameplay. So I'm going to explain some of the cards a little more than normal because if you're new to Historic like me, then you're not going to know exactly what the cards do. If you're not new to Historic, then there's some really fun gameplay for you to go check down. We have the links down below so you can skip this part, and I hope you have a blast with the video as well. So we have 4 Fanatical Firebrands, 1 drop, 1/1 Goblin Pirate with haste. You can tap the Sacrifice Fanatical Firebrand. It deals 1 damage to any target. 4 copies of Fervent Champion. You know what that does. We have 4 copies of Grim Initiate, which is a 1/1 with first strike, so no haste, still only costs 1 red, and when Grim Initiate dies, amass 1. What does that mean? I don't know. It means you get a 0/0 black zombie army creature token that gets a +1/+1 counter on it, so it replaces itself, and that's what you really want with this deck. A whole bunch of creatures with 1 attack for real cheap. They can have bigger defense, but 1 attack is kind of important, and you will see why in just a little bit. 4 copies of Scorched Spitter, 1 drop, 1/1, also doesn't have a haste, but is an important feature on this card that we're going to want in the deck, which is whenever Scorched Spitter attacks, it deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker it is attacking. And I'll explain why that's important in a minute, but that's a good one. 4 copies of 10 Street Dodger, 1 red for a 1/1 with haste that you can pay 1 red. 10 Street Dodger can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with Defender. And then, probably one of the most important creatures in this deck, at least in this row, is, I mean, we have a Torbrand in the deck that's pretty important too, but shh, you don't know that yet, is 4 copies of Chandra's Spitfire, 1 red, 2 colorless, so kind of expensive for this deck, but super important. It is a 1/3 with flying. Whenever an opponent is dealt non-combat damage, Chandra's Spitfire gets +3/+0 until end of turn. Oh yeah, that's going to be amazing. Then we have 4 copies of Cavalcade of Calamity, 1 red, 1 colorless. It's an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, Cavalcade of Calamity deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature's attacking. So that's every single creature in the deck, except for Torbrand. And then this does the exact same thing. 4 copies of Raid Bombardment. Every single creature in the deck, except this one, also triggers off of Torbrand. We have 4 copies of Light Up the Stage, a super important draw card for red if you're not familiar with the format. It's 1 red and 2 colorless. It's a sorcery, but it has Spectacle 1. Spectacle 1 red, which means if you actually hit your opponent for any damage this turn, if they've lost any life, I should say, then you can pay the 1 red instead of 1 red, 2 colorless. Then, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. That's super good for us. 1 copy of Chandra, Acolyte of the Flame, 2 red, 1 colorless, for a legendary planeswalker with 4 loyalty, you +0. Put a loyalty counter on each red planeswalker you control. We don't care about that. +0, create 2 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. They gain haste, sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. We absolutely love that. You may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost of 3 or less from your graveyard. If that spell would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile instead. We actually don't really have anything in the deck that does that other than Light Up the Stage, because that's not what we're using that for either. We basically want that for the 1/1s. But if you have a Light Up the Stage and you need it, go ahead and do that. And then 2 copies of Torbrand, because every single trigger you get from either one of these enchantments now hits for 3. All of these do extra damage. It's just, I mean, Torbrand, come on, it's an amazing card. And then 18 Mountains and 3 Castle Empress. Now, this deck is extremely combo-y at times. You could get stuck behind a whole board where they're just flooding it on the ground, and that's fine. As long as they're not attacking you and killing you, you can just build up a board of 1/1s. As long as you get that Chandra Spitfire in the air, then you go ahead and swing. If they don't have a way to destroy Chandra Spitfire, all your other creatures are going to die maybe, but every single one of these tricks, say you have 3 other creatures in play, okay? So 3 and a Chandra. When you attack with all 3 of those and you have just 1 Cavalcade of Calamity in play, okay? You're going to have 4 triggers. The 3 other ones and the Chandra, because the Chandra is still a 1 attack. So now you've got 4 triggers on the stack. Now the opponent's going to take 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 6, 9, 12. Now you have a 13-3 in the air. That's probably closing out the game on top of the other triggers you did. Lots of synergies there. Now imagine if you just have 3 or 4 1/1s and you can't get through for those last 7 points of damage. You slam down a Torbrand. All you have to do is attack. You don't even have to hit them. Every single one of these triggers goes off for 3. Boom, boom, boom. So there's a lot of synergies with this deck. One that I want to make sure that you definitely are paying attention to is if you have Chandra Spitfire on the board and you have no enchantment to give you any other triggers and you don't know what else to do, but you happen to have a fanatical firebrand on the board, don't forget to sacrifice it for the 1 damage. It's a whole lot better than if you have to attack with a Chandra and try to kill them and you have just 1 damage coming in, to sacrifice that and get him for 4 than to sit there with that fanatical firebrand for the rest of the game doing nothing. So got a lot of little intricacies. The deck is super fun. I highly suggest you give it a try. It's really not that expensive a deck. As far as rares go, I think we have the 4 Fervent Champions, but I consider that budget because those are standard. The Castle Embrace, really more recent cards, also standard. The Torbrand's more kind of a standard card. So far, all the rares in the deck are standard, and then you have the 1 Chandra. So you only have 10 rares total. Everything else in the deck is commons or uncommons. So before we get into the gameplay, thank you all so much. Me and Will have been having a blast with the channel, and we are so happy, and we owe it all to you. We are at over 100 subscribers at the recording of this video, and so that means we have to give away 3,400 gems at random to one of our subscribers, and that person is Hunter Kessel. Thank you very much, Hunter, for being part of the channel, and thank everyone else as well. Now, we will be reaching out to Hunter at some point tomorrow after this video has gone live so that it is a surprise for everyone at the same time. Or if you're watching this, Hunter, feel free to reach out to us, and we just want to make sure we get your email address so that we can get all the proper information over to you to get you those free gems. And to everyone else who didn't get the gems, you are also a winner, because the other announcement is starting next week. I'm not sure what day yet. We're working out all the details. We are going live with our Discord. So finally, we get to all come together as a community and help each other with deck ideas, rants and raves, and just talk about whatever we want to. So very exciting. Thank you all so much. And if you would like to be part of this amazing family that we are building over here, then please subscribe as well, like the video, share it with someone, and let's go ahead and get into that gameplay. Okay, we have Spectre. Do believe we played Spectre earlier. Let's see. We did. What is Spectre playing? Spectre is mono white angels. We go first. We have a Fervent Champion, Fanaticals, a Scorching, and his 10 Street. We have no parts of the combo, but we can't mulligan. We'll throw out this into a... I should have did the Scorch Spitter, actually. We will see. I need to draw another piece. Oh, there we go. That's going to really help us out here. I think I throw out this, and hope that next turn I draw another land would be best. If they throw that 1/4 creature again, that's going to be difficult for us. We're going to keep losing creatures. There's a Speaker of the Heavens. That's good for us. Okay. Ooh, it's another land. So that's what we wanted. So we throw out the Calamity. We throw out the Fervent. And we swing in with them all. They can block. They'll lose their creature. There we go. And we have another hasting creature right behind it. They're going to throw an angel or something. Bishop of Wings. Okay. Our turn. Oh, well, that's good. We'll throw this. We'll throw this. We'll use all of our mana. Make that unblockable. Swing in with all of them. Get 5 triggers. They're going to be, what, 1 life? You're going to block 1. And I think that's game. Let's see what Spectre's got for us. Collected Company. Oh, okay. That's not going to do it. Good game. Good game. Opponent. Did it. Got him. Who do we got? Ballistic. Hello. We go first. We have 2 lands, a Firebrand, 2 Chandra Spitfires, Raid Bombardment, and a Chandra. I'm going to keep it. If we draw another land, we are doing well. Well, it's going to take a mulligan. Down to 6. We'll play our land, throw our Fanatical Firebrand, swing in for 1, pass the turn. Having no 2-drop and no 3rd land is not looking great, but we'll see. They throw a Forest, Llanowar Elves. If I know anything about this kind of deck, I do not believe that they want to block this with that elf. Boom. Okay, now let's light up the stage for spectacle cost. Yes, land. That is good news. 2 land, but better than drawing 2 land dead. Okay, they go castle. And a 3-drop's probably coming at us. Gem Razor, they can't attack with it, but it is a Gem Razor. So we're going to play a mountain from that into a Chandra Spitfire. And a swing in for 1. They're going to attack for 4. If they tap that for mana now. Okay, Old Growth Troll. We're going to swing for 4. You don't have reach, right? No. You have reach. Okay, they do not attack with that. That's fine. We have another one. We have another one, and they just letting us... Okay, so let's throw this one. And then let's throw the Fanatical Firebrand. And then next, no attacks. Pass the turn. And we can do some shenanigans. Next turn, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 triggers off of the Raid Bombardment. Questing Beast is going to be a problem. 4 triggers, so what, 3, 6, 12, 13. Hopefully they attack with that Gem Razor. They're not going to... No blocks. We'll take it. Okay. I'll take our turn. Okay. It's a Grim Initiate. I think we definitely are throwing that. We're throwing the Raid Bombardment. And we're swinging with everything. They can block one of the Chandra Spitfires. They lose the Gem Razor. Triggers. All the triggers. I think it's almost... No, I think this game. Yeah. I thought we were going to be 1 short. I'm glad I didn't do my math right. Got him. Good game. Michael Scott. Well. We're, call us Dwight. Let's go to that paper company. We go first, 3 land, Fanatical Firebrand, Fervent Champion, Chandra, Spitfire, and light up the stage. It's a definite keep. I don't think it matters which one of these we throw first, so we'll throw that one and swing. I don't know if this means our opponents are rogues. I don't 100% know this meta. It is a white-black source. Into a Hateful Eidolon. Not what I wanted to see. Let's go Fervent Champion. Into a Fervent Champion. Swing with it. Oh, I shouldn't have swung with that. That was... Oops. Meant to leave that one back. That's what happens when you click all buttons. It wasn't even a misplay. It was a misclick. Or a fast click. That's okay. Another Hateful Eidolon. Now they're going to kill one of the Fervent Champions. Yep. Yep. There they go. We get a 10 Street Dodger. Let's throw the Spitfire. No attacks on the turn. We at least get in the air, hopefully, unless they kill our Chandra right now. There's the Thoughtseize. Dang it, there's the light at the stage. Oh, I needed that. And they have another Thoughtseize. Okay, well, this is interesting. What's Scorching Spitter? That'll be nice. We're only attacking for 1 in the air. If I hit like a Raid Bombardment, we win. I mean, depending on what they kill on our side. Hopefully they start doing stuff on their end. Enchant Creature. Don't you love being new to this? I have no idea what they do. Oh, they have more of those, okay. I don't even know. First Strike, Lifelink. Okay, no blocks. Oh, I think... Did we just win? Sorry, Michael Scott. I don't think it matters even with the lifelink. Boom. Good game. Rob Caster Mage 13. Whew. It's a mouthful. It's almost more than Brewing with Magic. Opponent goes first. We have a Fanatical and a 2 Fireblade Chargers. 10 Street. If we draw a land, a Raid Bombardment. So we'll keep it and hope they're a little slow. If they just don't throw something turn 1, I think we're good. Oof. Watery Grave. Thoughtseize. That's probably... That's going to be the Raid Bombardment. That's probably my least favorite card from the format that I've noticed is Thoughtseize. It's interesting. It's a card. So it doesn't matter if they have another way to discard another one of our cards. We're going to lose one of our Fervent champions anyway, so we'll just wait on our Fervents. I don't know if they have a way to wipe the board, so after the Fervents, we're probably just going to slow down. They're going to kill the fire... Okay. Why would you kill that? That's not a problem. Oh, there's the other Thoughtseize that I said they have. They're almost out of things to do. Fervent Champion, I think, is the play. Okay, I still don't think that was right. But they probably have removal or board wipes. So we'll throw these and swing. They've almost killed themselves. I don't think we're going to be committing too much more to the board until they... Yeah. There's another land. Oh, man, 2 more damage into a 2/2. That when it leaves the return target creature owner's hand, that's not going to affect us. We'll go ahead and throw that. We'll throw the Fervent Champion. We'll throw the 10 Street Dodger. We're going to activate the Dodger. And we're going to swing in with everything. They might have a board wipe. Nothing I can really do about that. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown the 10 Street Dodger, actually. If they wipe the board. I don't know enough about the format. Woo! Okay, we got there. Nest 13. Let's see if we can make this game Nest quick. We go first. 3 lands, Champion, Dodger, Spitfire, Torbrand. Looks good. Our opponent might have something to say about what we do, but hey, we'll try. Throw a land, and let's get this 10 Street Dodger out on deck. Since I play Standard so much, Fervent Champions are what I'm used to throwing if I'm playing this kind of deck. Let's throw something different first. See, Ness, what do you got for us? It is a Plains. White life gain. I don't know. Whenever Hunted Witness dies, create a 1/1. Okay. So, I can throw the Fervent Champion, Spitter, attack with the Fervent Champion. Okay, nice. Next turn we can go Spitfire. And then I need a way to... I need one of our trigger... One of our enchantments. Uh-oh, what do you do? Revolt. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, create a 1/1 creature and sacrifice... Permanent. Okay, so any permanent. So there's our 4th land. So we can throw the castle. We can throw this. I think we only attack with the 1. So they'll sacrifice this to scry. Whoa, Strider! Okay. Okay, they'll get a token here. Beginning of your end step. Okay. So the 1/1's bad, the 2/2, but they can't... Okay, so I think we're just going to be swinging with the team here. I think that's the way things have to be. You can't do anything else, my friend. So please ship it back. Then I think we just win that way. Let's light up the stage. Is not what I wanted, but I don't hate it. They're like, wait, what does that do? So they're going to lose all their little tokens. And or, I don't know, we'll see. I'll attack. Poke! Conjure Spitfire, get a little bigger. That's 6 damage in the air right there. They ain't blocking that. They can block the 10th Street and the Scorching, and that will mess up my... You know, it'll mess up some of my board, but what are we doing anyways? We're sitting here doing nothing. If they block and don't sack, good. If they block and sack, good. They're going to sack something. At least the 0/1, right? There you go. Top or bottom? To the bottom. So maybe we'll get another sack. Nope. Okay. Boom! Torbrand comes in this time. Plus we have Castle Embereth. And we have Light Up the Stage. So, let's see. We might be able to pull out of this. Bastion of Remembrance. Let's see what they're doing here. Sacrifice that to Woe Strider. They'll get another 1/1 Village Rites. There we go. And they're swinging. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, come on, let's do this. Okay, it is a land. This says first strike. For this deck, I think we just light up the stage now. I don't think we wait. I want to see what I can do to protect the Fervent Champion. Oh, that's really good. Okay. So let's just throw them. I think that might be game. Close, too. Good game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for the budget mono red historic deck, and it was such an explosive deck. It's super fun to play. I've actually been going back and forth between this deck and the blue white Flyers budget deck that we put out recently. They're pretty much the only historic decks I have, so you know, you're gonna get beat a whole lot, but I'm having a whole lot of fun getting beat. And actually, they're both over 50% win rate at the moment. I think they're both closer to about 58% win rates on both of them. So really fun decks. What would we do to change this deck? I don't know enough about the meta. So I'm going to be honest with you and tell you what I think you should do to change the deck, not knowing anything about the meta. If you don't own any of these cards, don't craft them and try to find something that you think would go in better. But they are standard and they are good cards. So if you have them and if you have enough wild cards, go ahead and do craft them. But don't craft her, you know, add another mountain, it's okay, or another Torbrand or something like that. You know, just make the deck you know, not so rare. So find cards that kind of do the same thing as, say, a Fervent Champion. So a 1-drop 1/1 with haste, something like that, or something that's a powerful card at the 4 slot that you already own, and just try to build the deck like that, so that you're not spending all your wild cards just to build a deck just for some fun at the moment. You want to have fun decks, but you don't want to spend all your wild cards when you're trying to also make sure to do competitive stuff. And then what's the other change? The other thing you can do is, if you have a whole bunch of historic cards because you've been playing forever, but you've never really been into historic, is go ahead and find if this deck has any more rares and or legendaries that just make the deck better. But I don't want to get into all of that with you at the moment, because I don't want you to think like, oh yeah, I've got a few wild cards, let me just do it, and then you're disappointed later. Try it like this. If you have the cards, and just have a blast playing historic. If you haven't before, you're gonna love it. So as always, thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel. We're having a blast with this community, and please help us grow it by sharing this. Give the video a like, leave us a comment down below, let us know exactly what you think of everything that's been going on. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.